Good day, folks, and welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. I'm your host, Neil Johnson. This one's going to be a lot of fun because Donald Trump actually went there. He utilized at the campaign rally in Virginia one of the funniest tactics, one of the things that Donald Trump does a lot of, which is actually speak in hyperbole, but he actually underestimated. So people are always, this is how the MSM fact checks Donald Trump, right? They say, oh, these toilets actually flush, and he says they don't. And those of you who use toilets when they use more water know that they typically flush better. Well, now we have a situation where he calls into account Nathan Wade and Fani Willis from stage, and he talks about him and Melania. Yes, he went there. He made a comparison between Fani Willis and Melania Trump. This is wild. But I do need to mention really quickly, I had Mike Lindell on this show. You've got to see that interview. But one quick thing for you on there. He talked about the percale bed sheets, and he got the price off by $10. The king sheets are $39.98, not $29.98. But that is still, people, $20 cheaper than you can get with any other influencer right now for the king size sheets. The queens are a great deal as well. The big box stores ordered them, then canceled the order. That's why he's got an overstock. But for my audience, not only can you get that amazing deal, but you can also get free shipping on your entire order of anything at mypillow.com using promo code Lumberjack right now. So now on to the Trump rally in Virginia.
Look, I was indicted by Fani in Georgia. Fani. How did that work out? And her lover, Nathan Wade. And they hired him for almost $1 million because of his great experience. Of course, he didn't have any experience. He had experience in something else. You know that. A lot of experience.
Honestly, folks, Donald Trump may be the funniest president of all time, certainly of the last four presidents, and it's not even close at all. Okay, so here he takes on, first he introduces Fani Willis to the boos of the crowd. He creates a villain role here with Fani Willis, which is easy to do because she's obviously playing the role quite well. Then he talks about Nathan Wade and this big money he received. And if you didn't see the video I did yesterday on Nathan Wade, you have to see it because he was actually brought in to do a study of prisons, and his work, he turned in none of it. He told the attorney from the investigative news report that it was all his brainchild. It was all in his brain. Okay, so you got to check that out. But that's what he's doing right here, setting the stage for the great takedown.
And at that, I'm quite sure he was very good based on the fact that she called him 2,000 times. I didn't know the gentleman. I didn't know him. Oh, you have 2,000 phone calls, 3,500 text messages.
Now, normally, we're used to Trump's hyperbole just being kind of a little exaggeratory in the plus column. Well, here he actually went negative because the actual number of texts, and I actually went to Newsweek just to pull this up, Fani Willis's 10,000 texts with Nathan Wade could unravel Donald Trump case from 6 days ago because I knew it was greater than the number that he said there. But see, the point is Trump's not getting all caught up in the details. It's the truth of the matter that he focuses on, which is there were way too many texts, and it's obviously BS that they didn't have this relationship before and that their relationship was strictly business.
How is it possible in a short, I know a lot of people, we like a lot of people. I happen to have a very good relationship with a woman called Melania. But I would venture to say in all the years that I've known her, I might not have called her 2,500 times. I know I didn't send 3,500 text messages. And they did this in a very...
So there you go again with Trump being generous to Nathan Wade and Fani Willis, saying only 3,500 when again the number was over 10,000. I'm sure the media fact checkers will be all over that. Of course they won't, because then it would actually show more complicit behavior between Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. But I think if it's not Trump speaking himself, it's comedians who bring up some of the highlights of Trump's presidency. And I'm going to outro with this. Remember, subscribe if you're new. This is hilarious. And just, this brings you back to a time when we had American strength. Watch this clip, this comedian impersonating Donald Trump.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog.